Ay, por favor. So, I just watched episode 12 and 13 of Real Housewives of Miami, right? And I am so confused of what the problem is. Okay, okay. Let's just go by beefs. And we're going to go with the smallest one. Adriana and Kiki's beef was a word. Adriana probably was a little bit tipsy. Adriana is too smart to know the difference between wretched and ratchet. She knows the difference. She probably meant it in that moment. Wretched and ratchet can mean the same thing in a different context. Okay, whatever, boom. They squashed it at the Plaza de España, wherever that was, right? Okay, boom. Stephanie, Marisol, and Alexia. As I've said before, Marisol and Alexia are two-faced women that want to be in charge and don't like that Stephanie is dangling, which she is dangling her plane in front of them. Now, we could say that Stephanie has a Napoleon complex. I think she does. I think because she has issues with her sisters, and these women remind her of her sisters. She does say that it triggers her or whatever, and she's always constantly comparing them to her sisters. I don't know. I feel like somebody that has a problem with their sister, I need more context, because if you have sisters and y'all are not talking, is it you or is it them? I don't know. So the thing between Marisol, Alexia, and Stephanie and this plane, I'm so sick of this plane. I wish they would just fly commercial, because it's really not that serious. If she has rules for her plane, she has rules for her plane. I mean, toilet paper in the trash, no shoes, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I get it. I get it. Don't be late, Lisa. I get it. Those rules are standard. Like, those are standard. Those are like borderline rules. Like, the lowest of the lowest standard. What I don't understand is how the three of them, from what they've shown us, because you know editing is a thing, from what I saw, Stephanie and Larsa did not want Lisa on the plane. Stephanie was like, Larsa, if you don't want her on the plane, she doesn't have to be on the plane. That's how I took it. Because if you're asking Larsa, how do you feel about her being on the plane, that means that Larsa has an option to say, no, Lisa can't be on the plane. Am I crazy? I don't think I'm crazy. So the fact that there was a conversation and Stephanie is now saying that Marisol and Alexia wanted Lisa off the plane just doesn't make sense. I don't think that they would do that. And I think that they're not the nicest people at all, but I don't think that they would do that to Lisa. I think Stephanie is really, I don't know. That whole thing is, I'm 50-50 on it. Because I don't think that Marisol and Alexia would say, no, kick Lisa off the plane. I don't think that happened. Could be me. I could be wrong, and I can be proven wrong, and that's wrong. That's okay. But I just feel like the conversation that we saw is Stephanie asking Larsa, how do you feel about Lisa being on the plane? And Larsa saying, I don't feel comfortable with her being on the plane. So context is clue that Larsa had the option to say, no, Lisa can't be on the plane. Then they had the conversation at the bar at the hotel, and then they said, okay, here's the seating chart. Adriana is going to be here by herself in prison because she called somebody ratchet and nobody trying to talk to her. Oh, and by the way, put Gertie up there too. Don't think we don't be forgetting how y'all treated Gertie. Anyway, so yeah, that whole situation is kind of like a kerfuffle. Now, what else happened? Lisa and Larsa's beef is so stupid. I think Larsa is really dragging this out because she has absolutely nothing else. She has absolutely nothing else. Lisa has always been a flittily little bird, right? I feel like her being late is very disrespectful. It is. She is wasting people's time. An hour late, 2 hours late, 30 minutes late here to an interview, 45 minutes. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And she shouldn't get a pass for that. But what I'm saying is that at that dinner, the first dinner, when she was like, I need a notary. The notary to actually sign her divorce papers, by the way. Everybody's up in arms. Oh, she brings all her problems here. She's always disrupting everything and blah, 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 blah. Like, if y'all would have just let her get her notary, it would have been over. Larsa dragged that shit out forever. And I get why she didn't unfollow Marcus. I get it. She was being petty. She does not care about, Lisa does not care about Marcus. She does not care about him. She didn't unfollow him because Larsa was like, you need to unfollow him because of this, and this. And then Larsa started getting mean. And then Lisa was like, I'm not doing it. Whatever. Be mad. Here's a reason to be mad. I mean, petty is as petty does. Anyway, so there's that with that. Larsa and Lisa, their beef is so stupid. It just feels like Larsa was never really her friend for real. For this to be the cause of them to not be friends ever again. Like, this is stupid. It's just dumb. And Larsa's like, I'm gonna get off the ride. What ride? You acting like you and Lisa are friends off camera, like Marisol and Alexia, and y'all go to coffee dates and brunch and wherever else in Miami. You don't. So I don't know why, because you don't have the storyline. Okay, anyway, there's the end of that. Because now Julia giving a pass to Marisol and Alexia for not going to Marbella just proves all of our points. That Julia's a pick-me. She doesn't want to make Alexia and Marisol mad at her for holding them accountable, for creating a trip and then going a place to her friend's place and them saying they're not going because of Stephanie. And dare I say, I agree with Kiki. If Kiki could put down her grievances with Adriana for calling her a name to get along, and if Gertie could kiss that nasty heifer in her mouth after what she did to her, Marisol and Alexa could get on a goddamn plane and go to Marbella and enjoy free food and drinks. Like, be so absolutely for real. Anytime Julia and Martina, and I roll my eyes, like, it is such a disdain I have for this woman. And this is before what she did to Gertie. Like, she's just a pick-me and a victim, and I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. I don't know her personally. This is all of the images and the instances that she has given to us on TV. I cannot stand it. Her on my screen is just the most annoying thing. The most annoying thing that I watch on TV is Julia. I can't deal with it. And I can't wait for Adriana to read her for filth too, because you literally are not talking to Adriana because Adriana feels left out. I felt so bad for Adriana when she was like, we come all the way over here to Spain for you to ask a man that you've known. She's known them for a long time, right? But I just felt bad for Adriana because Adriana has been Julia's friend. I don't remember how long, but I'm just saying, like, I felt bad when she said she didn't ask me. But I don't think that Julia did that to spite her. I just think Julia, as she's always said, she wanted a male figure for her boys. Whatever. I really want to know why her daughters are not talking to her and Martina. I don't want to believe it's because they are the color of these boys, the race of these boys, or is the fact that she's like, why are you guys raising these kids? For what reason? Is it because they don't want to share Martina's money? Because Julia ain't got no money. And I don't know. That's another kerfuffle that's I would love to know why they're not talking to their mother. I would love to know why. There's definitely context that Julia is not telling us, obviously. And that's all I got. I'm about to watch this another cruise, Christ, where they're going to be ratchet. For sure they're going to be ratchet on this cruise. And, yeah. That sums up those last two episodes. I feel like nothing really was going on, but it gave a lot. I still am so indifferent about Stephanie. Stephanie just gives, I'm here, you have to see me, I have a plane, Masood's my husband, I'm fighting with my sisters, you guys remember my sisters, and I'm not having it. Like, she is really throwing a temper tantrum, and it's very annoying. Marisol and Alexis are always going to be two-faced, double-sided. Marisol and Alexis always throws to Marisol, well, this is Marisol, this is I feel like Marisol should be. You guys are twins. You guys are Siamese twins. You cannot do anything without each other. That's exactly what Stephanie means, and I totally agree. And yeah, there's my rant for the last two episodes 12 and 13 of Real Housewives of Miami. I'm about to watch episode 14 of my marathon, and I'll let y'all know how it goes. Okay, bye.